Sitting on the couch with nothing better to do. Let's go watch Bikevids, Bikevids, Bikevids. 'Cause nothing beats a rainy afternoon when you got Bikevids, Bikevids, Bikevids.
I felt like I was on.
Nice, man.
But I wonder how he did. Yeah.
Hello and too intense. All right. Hello, welcome back to Bikevids. On this episode of Bikevids, I take you to the Sea Otter Classic, probably the West Coast's, the United States, one of the greatest bike events in the history of bike events, the Sea Otter Classic. I did some bike riding and some racing on Saturday and Sunday. My first ever mountain bike race on my relatively new hardtail. On Saturday, the 80K Fuego cross-country race, and on Sunday, I did the gravel race called the Gravilla, or the Gravilla. I need to check the L's on that. And I did get some footage from the gravel race. So yeah, let's check it out, and subscribe and like this, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Peace.
Okay, let's redo this. The point is, I'm at the Sea Otter, had an awesome day at the expo. It's overwhelming, but still fun. But I'm nervous about the cross-country mountain bike event I signed up for. Why did I sign up for it? I got this, the DV9, you can see in the background. I got this for backpacking. I don't know, why am I attempting to do any type of race? I think the answer is because I want to make sure I know how to ride the bike properly. But yeah, I'm kind of like, slightly panicked, is that a strong word? Either way, so tomorrow's the cross-country mountain bike race. I'll check in, and then Sunday's the gravel race, which I totally know how to do. That. But yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, the reason why I never got into mountain biking was I was like, I'm gonna injure myself on one of those things. But not gonna happen tomorrow. Just hang in there, have fun. Right.
If I learn to relax, I'll hand in all bad things for a life full of good things, with chairs and with hats.
I made it through the mountain bike race today, which means that's why you see the Ibis Haka Superbike in the background, because tomorrow is the gravel race. Same course, it turns out. So I am an expert on the course for tomorrow. Just gonna have to be a little more cautious on the not a mountain bike. Anywho, I was really nervous. This morning, had to talk myself down, had to get a little help from my wonderful special person. But it was great. It was super fun. It was hard. And it's twice as long as tomorrow. So yeah, and that's what we're going to be watching, because I'm going to get some footage of that as well. Do I want to start throwing out excuses? I've been on a road bike tour from Santa Cruz to Pismo Beach. I just did an 80K mountain bike race today. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be completely fresh, but I think it's obviously still going to be a blast. Something rad about this year's Sea Otter, it was the reunion of my friend Aaron, who I met the previous Sea Otter. We got to camp out together, we got to race together at the gravel race, and just in general hang out, and it was a blast and a reminder that, you know what, it's about the people, it's about the love, it's about the friends you meet, and the fact that we just all have this passion and we're out there doing it together.
Presented by Hydro Flash is off and running. What a
morning, folks. It's my friend Aaron here. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
I feel like that was obvious by your moves. Nice. Aaron's been supplying some awesome coffee with this morning, and just general stoke. Yeah. So I think we established my goal is to beat Aaron, and Aaron's goal is to beat me. So that's all we got to worry about out there. Just cutthroat competition. Yeah. How else you feeling?
Good.
Nice.
Eat some food. Went to the bathroom.
Well, those are essential things for cycling. Yeah, and it's a beautiful morning. Like, guys, honestly, like probably the best sea otter morning I've seen, mostly because there's just not tons of wind. And it's not super cool. So anyway, we're gonna get some race footage from the course, and you'll probably see Aaron out there. Yeah, let's get into it. I feel like some of this first footage I just kind of wanted to show you. I wouldn't say that I placed myself at the start to really be in a position to go for it. And that was on purpose. I just didn't feel up to a big start, and that's fine. But you could see, like, then you quote unquote pay for it. I probably could have gone through that sandy area smoother. And then of course, like, even though I'm like, yeah, I just kind of want to get out there. Like, then the weirdness in me like kicks in, like, well, shit, no, I do need to have good position going into the first section, a single track. So then, it's like, okay, well, let's try to do the best we can to kind of get up there. This is the first section of single track off of the start and leaving Laguna Seca, heading out into what's that area called? Fort Ord trail system. And here, like, also again, you could see that it's still pretty backed up, and I think people are still a little bit antsy in the pantsy. There's some points here where you might be able to hear a little brake squeal from my brakes, and it's kind of like, okay, well, sure, if no one was in front of anyone, you wouldn't be braking at all in this section. But that's, if you don't want to deal with that at all, the Bikevids recommendation is to just be first all of the time. But voila, folks. And then now we kind of get to see, well, okay, like that first part of the single track is over. There was also a small climb in there. And so, boom, things are spread out and people are kind of doing their due. I've kind of thought like how to explain, kind of like, I guess, my point or thinking in showing this point of footage is, a section where, there's not a lot of room to pass someone. This woman is on a mountain bike in the gravel bike race. So I may be thinking like, hey, she's going to be flying down this part, and and then kind of feeling a little stuck behind her, but like obviously she's not like going slow. And then it's like, well, what do you do? And again, like, what you're battling is what I'm battling is like, why do I even care? Like, she's having a blast, I'm having a blast, it's a beautiful day. Pretty soon someone comes up behind me on the exact same bike, a Haka MX, and we chat for a little bit and then end up chatting also later. So it's like, yeah, I mean, if full-on aggression and results was your ultimate goal, like, I should have been a little bit more pushy to try to get around at this point. But again, who cares? To illustrate this point, then this happens. I completely blow past this turn on the left, and that just mistake or whatever kind of negates any of the time I was spending thinking, should I pass, should I whatever, right? So just ride your ride and have a good time. There were some sections, where maybe some strategy, could come into play. I'm trying to kind of hop on the back of these folks here, which I accomplished, but I'm not sure, honestly, these sections were pretty short. I'm not sure really how much of a savings, that would be in terms of energy, but if you're, again, really going for it, every little bit helps. I think some of this footage is intended to show, just again, what a beautiful day it is, what a beautiful course it is. And I would say this is the kind of last kind of quarter, and there's some kind of, the last part of the single track is kind of downhills and short, pitchy uphills, and kind of like what my race mission is, I guess, at this point is, almost crashed there, is don't crash, and to maintain. I'm kind of like in this maintenance. I just don't want, I want to, whatever position I'm in, I kind of want to hang on to it, and then my bonus goal would be have enough energy to actually pass some folks on the very last large climb, which normally is something I'm good at, but yesterday in the mountain bike race, I was just so destroyed that that whole part really just ruined me. So that's my kind of mission at this point, I guess. Whew. Does knowing the course help? Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. If I didn't do the cross-country race, I wouldn't have pre-rode this. Even though Fort Ord is pretty close to me, I'm not familiar with these trails. But like the cool thing is, like, here I know, like, okay, like there are a little few of these last climbs on the single track, but I know, like, hey, it's going to open up, and this is going to be the kind of final little section before the big climb at the end. So, like, yeah, it feels good to, like, know what's coming up next and be able to plan for it.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, great.
So yeah, awesome. I end up seeing my friend Aaron here on this last climb, and like, honestly, I'm kind of like all business at this point. I feel like I have something to prove to myself from yesterday, and not finishing strong to really be like, great. I had energy to make it up that hill and past a couple people, and I just want to try to go literally push it as hard as I can for this just last little bit leading us back into Laguna Seca. And, thinking about our start, I would consider Aaron and I to be about equally, fit and competent riders, weekend warriors or whatever, But I think that also, like, this is a testament to he got a really great start. I honestly, I didn't see him. I didn't know if he was behind me or what, but the fact that he was so far ahead, I think, was just a testament to him getting a really, really great start. And then you could kind of see that for him kind of changed his race experience. That said, however, who really knows? We could have, Aaron and I could have met at that same spot no matter what, even if I would have also gotten a good start. It doesn't guarantee that I would be ahead of him at this time, right? Everything is like, there's so many factors to consider, and that's why even recreational bike racing is so fun, because you could think, okay, you come in with your plan. My plan was conserve energy, was my my plan. And Aaron's plan was get a good start. He, told me that's what I want to do. I want to get up front and not be intimidated by that. And so, whether that actually pays off in some kind of result or whatever, the whole point is, like, this is fun, and it's actually pretty fun to kind of think about and plan. I did get a little too excited, and I don't know why. I turned off my camera here. This is, you could see, we're back at Laguna Seca. Again, it was all business. I did not actually get literally me crossing the finish line. But yeah, that's it. That's the race. And it was awesome. It was fun. I've got like a lot of opinions. Some people were criticizing, like, gravel race is not long enough and blah blah blah. Keep in mind, this is like an expo event. The Sea Otter wants you to go out and do these races, but they want you to, like, also be there and hang out and go back to the expo, and they don't want you to just show up there and be out on a course for 8 hours. So I think a shorter 25 mile, 28 mile event, I think it's totally appropriate. And it just, again, it was a real blast, and I'm so stoked to get to have experienced that.
Oh, thank I honestly, this is nothing, but I was surprised you were that.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Bikevids. The Sea Otter is so fun if you haven't been before. Even if you just go and check out the expo, hope you're out riding your bike and having a blast and finding your next adventures. And we'll see you next time on Bikevids.